Hey everybody, this is What's Up with Reality, catching up with the world, a cross between two of your favorite programs. I kind of wish I had an intro like Honest Outlaws. You know, bum 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 bum. He's a gun tuber in Iowa. His name's Chris. But you're here for world news because I'm a journalist. I just gonna give it to you real and not make this fancy with graphics or motion editing because, well, too many people are still much too ignorant or caught in their own web of denial. And I'm just enjoying myself telling the news. This is me communicating with you guys across the world, and I appreciate your support and continual dedication to understanding our collapse. So, it is all sunshine and rainbows because it was my best friend's birthday yesterday. I wanted to give a shout out to Mr. David Jenkins. His wife and him invited me over in the early 2020s to converse about our predicament, and we kept coming to the same conclusions. I can safely say that I reached acceptance with them. It's been an 8-year journey starting from 2016 all the way till now, where I can pretty much say I don't have anger built up towards normies much anymore. I think of them just like zombies, just uninformed, uneducated on the matter, and for sure they can help themselves and be willing to learn it, but they're just not capable of that. It's the people that really deny the information when presented with it over and over. Those people really still get under my skin, and rightfully so. That just doesn't apply to climate. I mean, if you show the truth to anybody and they're going to deny it, then they're probably not trustworthy people, right? So I'm just going to go through some world news and things going on. The wildfire in Chile killed like 123 people. The wildfires in Hawaii were the most deadliest wildfire in U.S. history, surprisingly. And we need a new category for hurricanes, like Category 6. They're going up to 196 miles per hour. Rocks in Hawaii have plastic sediment embedded in them. And that's pretty startling, but unsurprising that our geologic record will now include plastic. But you knew that already. And, man, the news just gets worse. And for the record, I do agree with Dr. Eliot Jacobson. It was a bit uncomfortable to digest at first, but I think I do agree with him that the faster that we go out, the better. Okay, I was hooked on this notion that we could perpetuate human existence on this planet. Maybe we could support less than 50 million people. But the faster that we stop destroying our environment, period, the better, okay? And if that means the collapse of modern industrial agriculture, infrastructure, everything, then we need to do it. Bring it on, because I fought for us for so long, and we're just not taking care of the planet. We are ecocidal. I'll sit at stoplights and I'll look around me, and in our cars, we're all sitting there. We're not even, doing anything, just sitting at the stoplight. And I think, okay, I guess we all just want to die. This is fucking it. All right, guys, let's do it. Doesn't matter who's around me. I just look around. Is this happening? Yeah, okay. Let's do it. All right. So you may have seen that article about sea sponges. It's an independent study. They're zoning in on one aspect and drawing correlation between previous historical periods and drawing the conclusion that we've already passed 1.5 in the early 2010, and we're heading for 2 degrees by the end of this decade. And you guys know that. I know it. I mean, you look at the global average temperature, the one that gets the most attention. And yeah, it's a conveyor belt directly up, right? Do I need to repeat that? You guys all over the world, yeah, we would have a mad party if we were together. And Mediterranean is getting exceptionally hot and acidic. No progress on global emissions after eight years after Paris Climate Agreement. Notably, January CO2 data came in at 422.8 parts per million. That's a 3.32 ppm jump over the last 12 months. And a funny post from Leon Simmons has a sense of humor. We're changing the climate of our planet at the speed of a coked up billionaire's kid in a Ferrari. Methane reached 1933 parts per billion. That's higher than the peak of the mid-range climate scenario. The oceans are warming like crazy. You guys know this. And the North Atlantic. And heat waves could affect global food supplies. And the heats in Argentina, everything was melting. Okay, you could just spend a whole video talking about reality. So, in addition to what I said about Dr. Eliot Jacobson, I'm going to refrain from my bitter comments about his affluence and wealth. I find the system extremely rigged and unjustified. It is so extremely skewed towards people with wealth. And if it really was as profound as it was that America says it is, then we would be directly reaching out to people with high IQs, intelligent quotients, ability to solve problems. We would be literally emailing them, okay, and asking them to join up for good causes, like taking care of, nature. But no, this makes too much sense of ecology, of preserving our environment. This makes too much sense. It is a profit-driven motive for GDP to keep the stocks going up. And Chevron made billions. You knew that. And stock buybacks. It just gets worse. And so Eliot Jacobson also has this list of ain't gonna happen, ain't gonna happens, and we agree on the same thing, that we aren't going to reduce emissions, we aren't going to go to net zero. I mean, you could read the whole thing, but I would also add, we're not going to regrow the boreal forest, we're not going to restore biodiversity that's been already lost, we're not going to de-acidify the oceans. I mean, it's even worse than his list, okay? We're not going to reverse ongoing trends of mega droughts and heat waves. We're not going to recover the forests that burned in Canada in time. It's just going to keep burning worse and worse. I mean, on and on. Yeah. It's a lot to digest. And my subscribers are, you guys are living it. Congress is still fighting on bailouts for wars and border security, which is getting worse. We need help, okay, from an outside species, from another planet, and we need help right now. Emergency on planet Earth. Okay, getting a little winded. This is heavy. Tuesday morning. I try to do like 50 push-ups a day, and I feel protected. It's the year of the dragon. You with me? Last year was a bit of instability for me, as the Chinese horoscope indicated. I'm not Chinese, obviously, but it seems to line up. Ask your friends if anyone you know is born year of the dragon. This is our year coming up. It should be good, safe, and protected. Not gonna jinx it. I'll talk to you soon. See ya.